Hello, all you amazing people, and welcome to the video. In this video, I'm going to talk about what to do if you feel like you've just had DPDR for so long and you're not quite sure why it's still there or what to actually do about it. In this video, I'm going to cover a number of reasons why your DPDR could still be lingering and some of the ways to overcome that. And for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Dan, and I do help people change their habits, change their thinking patterns so they can start to live a life DPDR free. You've had depersonalization for years, so what's next? No matter how long you've had depersonalization, it's possible to get it out of your life, or at least get it to a point where it has much less of a hold over you. For long-term sufferers of DPDR, the concept of finally overcoming it feels more and more impossible, which is part of the problem. Never give up hope. The main reason you still have DPDR is because you've given up any possibility of recovery. Maybe you've come to terms with it. Maybe you've gotten used to it. Maybe you feel like you've tried everything and nothing has worked. Coming to this is just how my life is mindset will almost definitely stop any chance you have of overcoming DPDR in the long term. And if you're okay with that, cool. But if not, then keep watching. When it comes to having DPDR for longer than you want, there are some things that you can actually think about if you sort of stop, take a step back, and do a bit of a reassess about what's happening here. Some things for you to think about and be brutally honest with yourself. Were you persistent with using coping mechanisms and techniques to help you overcome it, like changing your habits, changing your belief, relaxation techniques, etc.? Or did you try them for 3 weeks, you felt they didn't work, and then you stopped them? Obviously, this is a biggie because there's so much information out there about what to do, about some things you can think, about how to change and change your thinking. And there's lots of info on my YouTube channel as well about all this stuff. But are you actually doing this stuff? Or are you doing it for a long time? Or you're just trying it once or twice, you think it's too hard, and then you just go back to, well, this is just how my life is. You need to challenge that. You need to do the techniques. You need to work on them and persist on them and do them week after week after week. And eventually, over time, all that type of stuff is going to help. Some more reasons why you might give up. Have you started saying things to yourself like, I'll never overcome this. Life isn't fair. Why can everyone else enjoy their life and I can't? I'll always have this. I'll always be like this. My DPDR is different to everyone else's and they have no idea what it's like for me. DPDR sucks, but at least I know what to expect. If you have started saying this to yourself, then of course you're going to believe it. So challenge these thoughts. If you say to yourself something like, I'll always have this, and you say it enough times, you're going to start to believe that. It's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what you need to do is challenge that and say to yourself, well, will I actually always have this? Can I somehow magically see into the future and know what my life is going to be like? Of course you can't do that. So to say I'll always have this is such an overgeneralization, and it might not necessarily be true, but you're telling it to yourself, you're believing it, and there you're making it true. Have you tried everything in your power to overcome this? Therapy, counseling, coaching, grounding, healthy habits, self-help, exercise, research, education, taking responsibility for your own recovery, using learned techniques every day, finding support network, etc., etc., etc. If you haven't, why not? Have you actually explored and exhausted every avenue at your disposal to be able to overcome this? Because there are a heck of a lot of things that you can do to overcome this. And I know that the feeling of, I'll never overcome this, I've had this too long, it's just impossible for me. All this stuff is really just stuff you're just telling yourself. You don't actually know it to be true. So if you can look at it and say, well, what have I actually done? My friends, I know it might sound like I'm being a little bit harsh, and by all means, I am not blaming you for where you are right now. But also in that sort of same instance, you do have to realize that you are responsible for your recovery. And all these people can tell you all these things and give you all these tips, but they can't physically make you do anything. They can't make you practice all this stuff. It really does come down to you. And with that comes tremendous power and tremendous self-esteem and confidence, because it's a choice. you do have the choice to really look at what you're doing right now, really look at where you are, where you've been, what you've been doing, what can you do in the future, what can you do that's different? Do you need to change some mindsets? Do you need to change your way of thinking? Do you need to, go on holiday and have a break and think about it so you can come back more energized and invigorated? What needs to happen for your recovery to happen? It's a really simple question. What needs to happen for this to happen? So dig deep. What do you think it is? Really, there are a million reasons why not to do something, but you really need to try and do your best to dismiss those reasons and look at the one or two or even a million reasons to do something. And I'm pretty sure that you can, look at recovery videos, look at all the amazing work that people have put into themselves to overcome this, and realize that that can be you too. They're not any better than you. They're not smarter than you. They're not specialer than you. Is special even a word? I don't know, but you get what I'm saying. You can do it. I really do believe in you. If you do need a bit of extra help, or if you do need a bit of a kick to get you going, then please get in touch with me, because I would love to chat with you about what you're going through, what you've tried, why it didn't work, where you are now, where you want to be, and all that good stuff, so we can begin again your recovery process to actually overcome this. And you'll find all my contact info in the description. And until next time, everyone, you have an amazing day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.